not fair, sis. I never heard you were marrying someone with such great credentials. You totally deceived me.
Huh?
Didn't you tell me the other day that your fiancé was just a regular company employee? So I totally thought he was just some boring salary man. Then what was that dinner all about? I was shocked when he suddenly handed me a business card saying he's a lawyer.
I was wondering why you were so quiet during dinner. Don't tell me you were just frozen in shock.
That's right! I was so shocked my mind would blank. You said you wanted to introduce your fiancé. I thought you'd bring some plain boring boyfriend, but instead, he's a high-earning lawyer. How dare you trick me like that?
I didn't lie to you. He may be a lawyer, but he's a corporate lawyer employed by a company, so he is a company employee.
I immediately looked up the company on his business card. It seems like he's employed by a pretty big company, and according to online information, it's quite a good place to work. I heard his annual salary is easily at least $200,000.
Wait, you already researched all that?
Of course! I can't accept my ugly-looking sister having such a happy marriage.
What?
I'm already annoyed that you're getting married before me, but for your partner to be a high-income lawyer is even more unacceptable. I absolutely oppose this marriage.
You're kidding. You're opposing to your sister's marriage for such a ridiculous reason?
It's an important reason. Unlike my ugly sister, I'm a recognized beauty. I even won the university beauty pageant for my looks and figure. Yet someone like me still hasn't gotten married. On top of that, if my ugly sister has such a successful marriage, it would be the first time in my life that I've lost to you.
What?
I've always beaten you, whether it was charm or anything else. In studies and extracurricular activities, I was always better. Even though you started earlier, I always overtook you and was #1.
I know you're just naturally good at things, so you can do most things to some extent.
Someone like me who wants to win in marriage, too. I want to get married earlier than you and to have a happier marriage, so I absolutely won't allow your marriage to Jason. Either break up with him now or cancel the wedding.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no winning or losing in marriage. You should just find your own wonderful person.
Then give Jason to me. I found my wonderful person now. I want to marry Jason, the high-earning lawyer.
Please calm down a bit. Wanting to marry your sister's fiancé, you're a bit crazy.
I'm not crazy. I just broke up with my boyfriend last week, so this is perfect timing.
So you're acting out because you're in shock from breaking up with your boyfriend. Just put your phone away and get some rest today. Take care.
Don't dismiss me like I'm just being emotional. I'm completely serious.
Megan, this isn't like you. You've always been competitive, but this is crossing a line.
Why are you so calm? Aren't you worried I might actually steal him away?
Honestly, no. Jason isn't the type to be swayed so easily, and we have a solid relationship.
You're underestimating me. I always get what I want, and now I want Jason.
This isn't a competition. This is my life and my future marriage.
It's always been a competition between us. I'll be watching Jason closely. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm going to pretend this conversation never happened. When you calm down, we can talk again.
You're making a mistake by ignoring me, sis. I've already started planning how to approach him.
Goodbye, Megan. I hope you'll reconsider your actions before you do something you'll regret.
The only thing I'll regret is if I don't try. Just wait and see.
Today's dinner was really fun. I was really nervous, but your parents were so kind, which helped. And your sister is such a beautiful person.
I'm glad you say that. My parents also thought you were a really great person.
Really?
Even my sister did. I wanted to ask, has my sister contacted you?
Huh? I haven't gotten anything. What's wrong?
Well, my sister Megan seems to have taken a particular liking to you, so I thought she might contact you directly. Megan tends to be aggressive when she likes someone.
If she likes me that much, I'm flattered, but when someone's too beautiful, it just makes me nervous. So tell Megan to go easy on me.
I understand. If there's no contact, that's fine. But if anything happens, please let me know.
I don't really get it, but okay. Anyway, now that we've met each other's parents, can we talk about the wedding?
Yes, let's discuss it. I've been dreaming about my wedding since I was a little girl.
Really? Then just leave everything to my mommy. She's already arranged the venue and various things. Mommy will do everything perfectly, so Rachel, you don't need to do a thing.
Huh?
My mommy has great taste, so don't worry. It will surely be a wedding that'll remain in your memory for a lifetime.
Jason, Mommy? What's going on so suddenly? You've never called your mother that way before.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I've been hiding it until now, but this is the real me.
Huh?
This is why all my previous girlfriends dumped me, but I still call my mother Mommy, and to me, Mommy is an irreplaceable, precious existence.
Irreplaceable existence?
I'm really sorry for hiding it until now, but we're already engaged, right? So I want you to accept the real me. Let me reveal myself, the me who calls her Mommy.
Calling her Mommy is a personal choice, so I think you should do what you want.
Rachel, you really are the woman I decided to marry. You accept someone like me.
But I want to decide about the wedding myself. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. I want a wedding prepared by you and me, not your mother.
No, that won't work. I have bad taste, and Rachel, you probably only have ordinary taste, right? But Mommy has truly wonderful taste. If we leave it to her, it'll definitely be perfect.
What?
Besides, the venue and dress have all been decided by Mommy already. There's nothing left for you to decide now.
What? You've got to be kidding!
Oh, and about our house after the wedding? Mommy and I will go check it out tomorrow. She found a nice apartment near my parents' house.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't that be something you and I go to see together?
It doesn't matter who goes, since I'm the one signing the contract, right? It's better to have my experienced Mommy there. Neither of us knows much about real estate information.
That's true, but it's our home.
Don't worry, there's absolutely no mistake in what Mommy decides. So, Rachel, after marriage, just follow everything Mommy says. That's the shortest route to getting happy quickly and surely.
But I don't think that's how a marriage should work. We should be making decisions together.
Trust me, it's easier this way. Mommy has been planning my wedding since I was in law school.
But she's planning your wedding, not our wedding. There's a difference.
What's the difference? The result is the same, a beautiful ceremony.
The difference is that I want to be involved in planning the most important day of my life.
But Mommy already booked the venue and ordered the invitations.
Without consulting me at all? Jason, that's absolutely not okay.
I thought you'd be happy not having to deal with all the stress of planning. Most brides would be overwhelmed.
I've been dreaming about planning my wedding since I was little. It's not stress to me. It's something I've looked forward to all my life.
Well, then maybe you can pick the cake flavor, although Mommy already suggested the chocolate raspberry that she loves.
Jason, I need to think about this. This isn't what I expected.
Think about what? Everything's already coming together perfectly.
About whether this is the kind of marriage I want. One where your mother makes all our decisions.
You're overreacting. It's just a wedding. Once we're married, things will be different.
Will they? You just said your mother picked our apartment, too.
Because she knows what's best for us. She's been through all this before.
I need some time to process this. Let's talk tomorrow.
Okay, but don't worry too much. Mommy says overthinking leads to wrinkles.
Sis, good morning. It's a perfect sunny day today. Just perfect weather for a wedding.
Yes, it really is nice weather, but sorry, I'm a bit busy right now, so let's talk later. I'll see you at the venue.
You seem to be in quite a predicament. Is it about the time when the front door won't open and you're in a panic on your wedding day?
Huh? How did you know? It's just as you say. For some reason, the front door won't open.
Of course it won't open, because during the night I wrapped the door with chains.
What?
I wrapped it really tightly. It won't budge at all.
Hey, what have you done? I can't attend to my wedding today in this situation.
You don't need to attend. Sis, just stay home and watch the house, because I'll marry Jason today.
What? Megan, what nonsense are you talking about?
That's mean. I'm being completely serious. If you need to know, Jason and his mother said they don't mind changing brides if it's someone as lovely as me.
What? Really?
Actually, I'm already at the wedding venue, and I cried to Jason and his parents. I begged them to make me the bride.
And they agreed to that?
Being beautiful has its perks. Just a bit of crying while saying, "I've always loved you," with a hug, and any man falls so easily.
No way. Jason.
Especially Jason's mother was totally on board. She said, "You look like you'll give me cute grandchildren." Then Jason said if his parents agree, he's fine with it too.
No way!
So today's wedding bride has been changed to me. I've already changed all the names to mine.
No way. Does this kind of thing really happen?
It's unbelievable, but true. So be a good girl and stay home. This way, beautiful me gets married first, and it's my big win. I've taken today's wedding and groom for myself, so stay quietly at home. An ugly, ordinary sister like you doesn't need to come.
Well, that's a relief. Thank you.
Huh?
My fiancé being stolen by my sister on the wedding day. It's an unexpected situation, but that actually helps me out. I was unsure about going through with the marriage until the very end, but thanks to you, I've made up my mind, so thank you.
Thank you? Why are you thanking me? Sis, your groom was just stolen by me. You lost a capable lawyer earning $200,000 a year. Normally people would be furious or crying their eyes out, but thanking me? Have you lost your mind from the shock?
That's rude. I'm perfectly fine. I'm thanking you because I'm happy the wedding is canceled. I've been wondering until today whether I should break up with Jason.
What? Really?
So, from my perspective, you're a savior. I'm so happy you're marrying that awful mama's boy instead of me. Thank you so much.
Huh? Mama's boy? Wait a minute. What does that mean? You mean he's such a terrible mama's boy that you were having doubts about marriage?
You'll find out soon enough.
Wait, what exactly do you mean by mama's boy? How bad is it?
Let's just say his mother will be pretty involved in your marriage.
Huh? You can't just leave like this. Tell me what I'm getting into.
You were so confident a moment ago. Where's that confidence now?
I'm just trying to be prepared. Is he clingy with his mom?
Jason is very confident in his mother's taste.
Really? Did you put up with that?
I was on the verge of breaking it off, but you just saved me the trouble.
You're bluffing. A high-earning lawyer is worth putting up with a little mother interference.
If you say so. Good luck with that. Enjoy your special day, bride-to-be.
Stop being so calm about this. You should be devastated.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm actually relieved.
His mother can't be that bad. You're just saying this to make me nervous.
Think what you want. The ceremony starts soon, right? You'd better get ready. Meanwhile, I'll be at home watching Netflix. Make sure you come remove the chains from the front door when the ceremony is over.
Whatever. You'll regret this when you see my perfect wedding photos. Hey sis, what the hell is this crappy wedding? The dress is awful, and the decor and program are also dated. It's a completely boring wedding.
It's okay, Megan. If you're beautiful, you can pull off even the most awful dress and wedding. You know what they say. Cheap things look expensive when worn by a beautiful person.
It's so awful, even my beauty can't save it. The wedding dress is yellowed and dirty. I never agreed to such a hand-me-down dress.
Strange. I heard your mother-in-law would bring what she wore herself, but she said she'd have it properly cleaned.
What part of this is properly cleaned? It's yellowed all over, it stinks, and I want to throw it away right now.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't have to wear that dress. With my sensitive skin, I would have broken out in a rash instantly.
Sis, were you really going to have this kind of wedding? Jason has money, so I thought it would be a luxurious and stylish ceremony. This isn't what I expected at all.
That's why I told you, he's an awful mama's boy. As he said, Mommy will prepare everything. Mommy is always right. The wedding was all prepared by his mother. None of my wishes were heard.
No way. This wedding is just a black mark in history. My once-in-a-lifetime wedding. This outdated, tacky wedding, and all the entertainment is dominated by the mother-in-law. She does all the singing, dancing, and speeches.
It's basically the mother-in-law's recital theater.
She just announced she's doing a special dance for her precious baby boy. I want to die of embarrassment.
The mother-son dance. She choreographed it herself, I believe.
Jason seems completely fine with all this. He's smiling and clapping along.
Of course he is. In his eyes, his mother can do no wrong.
This is unbelievable. It's so embarrassing, I can't even send a single photo to my friends.
By the way, you're planning to live in an apartment near his parents' house. It's a 10-minute walk, so your mother-in-law will visit you every day.
What? Every day?
She's worried about her beloved son's newlywed life, so do your best taking my place as his wife. I'll take my time finding another partner. I'm so glad I didn't register the marriage until after the wedding.
Hey, what's going on with your sister? How dare she raise a hand against Mommy? What a savage woman!
Huh?
Mommy comes to our house every day out of goodwill, but your sister says things like annoying and old hag. What kind of attitude is that? Mommy says she's never seen such a disrespectful daughter-in-law, and they ended up in a physical fight. Because of that, Mommy fell and injured her wrist, and it's fractured.
My, I hope she gets well soon, but I don't understand why you're so angry.
Don't mess with me! Your sister hurt my precious Mommy! Marrying your sister was a huge mistake!
But that failed wife was chosen by your always right mommy, wasn't she? Are you saying your infallible mommy made a mistake in choosing a bride?
What did you say?
And what do you expect to accomplish by yelling at me? I'm the one whose engagement was broken off unilaterally. You guys were the ones who switched to my sister on the wedding day. So why are you ignoring your own actions and getting angry at me?
But that's because your sister pushed my mother, and...
Have you forgotten that out of my kindness, you were able to marry my sister without paying any compensation? As a lawyer, you should understand how weak your position is. And in that position, to complain to me? How shameless can you be?
Shut up! I'm divorcing your sister, but I'm going to bill you for Mommy's medical expenses. If your sister Megan can't pay, then you, as her sister, should pay.
On what legal grounds would I be responsible for my adult sister's actions?
You knew what kind of person your sister was and let us marry her anyway.
Let you? You made that choice all on your own. You chose to abandon your fiancé on your wedding day for her sister.
But my mother thought she seemed sincere.
Ah, yes, your mother's impeccable judgment. The same judgment that selected this savage woman to be your wife.
Don't talk about Mommy like that. She's a wonderful judge of character.
Clearly not, since she chose Megan, who now allegedly assaulted her.
That's different. Megan tricked us.
No, you were all just so eager to hurt me that you didn't think things through, and now you want me to clean up your mess?
I'm gonna sue you both for emotional distress and medical costs.
Try me. I have nothing to lose. You, on the other hand, have a professional reputation to protect.
This isn't over. Your sister will pay for what she did to Mommy.
I'm sure she will. Good luck with that lawsuit, counselor.
I can't believe it. He asked for a divorce and is charging me for his mother's medical bills. $20,000. $20,000! This is so ridiculous.
But you did push her, right? If you injured her, you should pay what's due.
Shut up! Whose fault do you think this is? I didn't do anything wrong, so you should be the one to pay the $20,000 medical bill, sis.
What?
I wasn't told that he was such a severe mama's boy. I had to go through a wedding that's now a black mark in my history, and I had to endure daily unannounced visits from my mother-in-law. I reached my limit and just pushed her a little. So why do I have to get divorced? And why do I have to pay so much money?
Screaming won't reduce the bill. If you can't prepare the money, why don't you beg our parents to help you out?
I already did. I went back to our parents' home right after submitting the divorce papers. But they said there's no place here for someone who stole her own sister's fiancé and kicked me out.
So, our parents kicked you out, as expected. They came to remove the chain from my house right after the wedding and comforted me. There's no way such parents would let you in their house.
So let me stay at your place. I have nowhere to go, so I'll stay at your house. I've already divorced Jason, so the whole stealing your fiancé thing is irrelevant now, right?
Sorry, I'm working overseas right now, so I don't have a home in the country.
What? You're abroad right now, sis?
Because if I lived domestically, I might suddenly be unable to leave my house one day, right? I can't live in a country where someone might chain my door and trap me inside.
Huh?
That is just a joke, but I did want to reset everything, so I talked to my boss and joined the overseas team.
No way. What am I supposed to do now? If you're not an option, where am I supposed to live? I already quit my job long ago. I don't have any money or anything.
It's okay, don't worry. With your proud face, you can earn plenty. I think a nightclub would suit you well.
What? You can't seriously leave me in this situation. I'm your sister.
The same sister who chained me in my house and stole my fiancé.
I made a mistake. I admit it. I was jealous and acted stupidly.
That wasn't a mistake. That was a calculated plan that you executed perfectly.
I didn't know what he was really like. If I had known about his mother, I never would have done it.
So you're only sorry because it backfired on you, not because what you did was wrong.
No, I realize now that I was terrible to you. Please help me, Rachel. I have nowhere else to turn.
You've always been like this. You compete with me, hurt me, then expect forgiveness when things don't go your way.
It's different this time. I've truly learned my lesson.
Have you? What exactly have you learned?
That I shouldn't have been so competitive with you, that I took you for granted, that I was stupid to think Jason was a prize to be won.
Those are good realizations, but they don't erase your actions.
What can I do to make it up to you? I'll do anything.
Take responsibility for your own actions. Pay the medical bills. Rebuild your life without using me as a safety net.
But I can't do this all alone. I need your help.
You managed to plan and execute stealing my fiancé all on your own. I'm sure you can figure this out too.
Please, Rachel, just this once. I'll never ask for anything again.
I'm sorry, Megan. This is something you need to handle yourself. Maybe this will finally be the lesson that sticks.
No, Rachel. Please help me.
Well then, take care. Let's both find wonderful partners next time. After that, Megan continued to be pursued by Jason and his family for the medical expenses, and finally gave in and paid the $20,000, taking on debt. However, she said, "My pride won't allow me to be beaten like this," and went directly to Jason's workplace. In the wide reception lobby, she performed her best crying act, saying, "What kind of tyrannical lawyer does this company employ? This is nothing but extortion! Stealing $20,000 from a single girl!" The crying face of a beautiful woman really catches people's attention, and the story spread throughout the company in an instant, resulting in Jason being called in by upper management. As a result, he had to explain everything, including abandoning me to marry my sister, and was encouraged to resign from the company with the reasoning that we can't have someone with no work ethics. And so he left the big company his mommy was so proud of, from what I hear.
Hey, Sarah! About my upcoming wedding, could you just stay home? There are some complicated circumstances, and it seems that we can't arrange a seat for you.
What? A wedding?
Sarah, you're just my dad's second wife, and my stepmother, right? Even though we've lived together for nearly 20 years, you're not my real family, so I really need you to not attend.
Wait a minute, Hannah. This is all too sudden. I can't keep up. First of all, what wedding? Upcoming? Meaning you're actually getting married?
Oh, I hadn't told you about the marriage yet? Actually, I'm getting married. I got proposed to recently, and I've already met his parents. We're planning to have the wedding ceremony within this year.
What? I haven't heard a word about this. When did you even meet this person? You never introduced him to us or mentioned you were dating someone serious.
About 6 months ago at a mixer. Ryan is super handsome, and his family is loaded. Why would I need to tell you about my dating life?
6 months? That seems rather quick to decide on marriage.
This was fate. When you know, you know.
Something this important as marriage. Why didn't you tell me right away?
Since I wasn't going to invite you to the ceremony anyway, what's the point of telling you?
Why won't you invite me? Even though we're not related by blood, I'm your mother, the mother who has raised you for 20 years. I want to celebrate your marriage at a beautiful venue too.
I understand how you feel, but it's impossible due to complicated circumstances. I've told him and his parents that our family is just me and Dad. Imagine if I suddenly brought you along. Everyone would be shocked, right?
Why are you saying you're from a single-father household? Your dad and I got married when you were in elementary school. Since then, the three of us have lived together as a family.
Because being from a single-father household makes people feel sorry for me and attracts guys.
What?
When I say my parents are divorced, everyone is nice to me, especially guys who say things like, "You can rely on me as much as you want." That's why I've told all my previous boyfriends that I'm from a single-father household.
By saying all your previous boyfriends, do you mean your fiancé too?
Of course! As usual, I advertised myself as being from a single-father household at the mixer and caught him.
Advertised being from a single-father household?
Just being from a single-father household makes guys treat you like a brave girl they want to protect. Thanks to that, I managed to date the super handsome, highly sought-after Ryan, and he gave me a passionate proposal saying, "I want to give you a warm family."
You've got to be kidding. So neither he nor his parents know about me?
They don't know, and there's no need to tell them, so don't say anything unnecessary.
Hannah, this isn't right. You're building a relationship on lies. How do you expect to maintain this deception after you're married?
It's easy. You just stay away from family gatherings, and Dad keeps quiet about you. It's not like they'll ever need to know.
So you think you can just continue to ignore my existence?
It would be inconvenient if they found out now that I actually have a stepmother. If I lose the lavish wedding and honeymoon because of this, I won't forgive you.
So you're planning such a wonderful wedding?
He and his parents said they'd cover all the expenses. Ryan's family apparently owns a lot of land in their hometown. They said they'd pay for whatever kind of wedding I want because I've had a hard time growing up in a single-father household, so they're covering all the costs for the ceremony and honeymoon.
What generous people! But that kindness is based on believing your lies. How can you deceive such people and have them pay for everything? Don't you feel any guilt about this?
Nope, not at all. If I had even a bit of guilt, I would have told them everything by now. So, Sarah, make sure you protect my single-father household setting. I won't invite you to the ceremony, and please cooperate so they don't find out about you in the future.
Hannah, listen to me. Marriage is about honesty and trust. Starting this relationship with such a significant lie is just...
Oh, please, spare me the lecture. Everyone has secrets in relationships. Mine just happens to be about my family situation.
This isn't a small secret. You're denying my existence and the last 20 years of our family life.
It's not that serious. Look, I'm getting a dream wedding and marrying into money. Isn't that what you always wanted for me? To be happy and secure?
Not in this way. Not at the expense of the truth in our relationship.
Well, it's happening whether you like it or not. Just stay quiet and out of my life.
Tom, listen to this. Hannah's being horrible. She's acting like I don't exist, and not telling me about her marriage is just too cruel.
Huh? What's this all of a sudden, and what marriage are you talking about?
I just got a call from Hannah. She's getting married, she says, to a wealthy landowner's son, with a ceremony planned for within this year.
What? Really?
So I suppose you didn't know either, but that's not all that's terrible. She hasn't told the groom or his parents about my existence. She's lied to them, saying she's from a single-father household, playing on their sympathy.
What?
Thanks to that, his family is covering all the costs for the wedding ceremony and honeymoon. She warned me not to expose this.
All expenses paid? So Hannah is marrying into a real wealthy family.
But don't you think this is terrible? She's deceiving them, and moreover, the way she's treating me is awful. I've raised Hannah like my own daughter for 20 years. Can't you say something to Hannah?
Well, calm down a bit, Sarah. I understand how you feel having your years of effort and memories trampled on. Being treated like you don't exist must make you really angry. But could you just bear with it?
What?
I was surprised that Hannah is getting married with this single-father household setup, but because of that, they're gonna cover all the wedding expenses, right? This is too good to pass up, so let's just go with this single-father household setting.
Wait, Tom, you're not seriously going along with Hannah's lie, are you?
But it's really helpful, isn't it? Actually, just between us, you know the savings we've been building for Hannah? I put it all in cryptocurrency, and it's all gone.
What? We saved that up for when Hannah eventually gets married, so we could give it as a wedding gift. I scrimped and saved every penny to build that up.
That's why I thought I'd try to multiply it. When I tried it with my pocket money, $1,000 turned into $10,000. So I thought I could turn Hannah's $30,000 into about $300,000.
So you used it all without consulting me, and now it's all gone?
Well, investing is hard, but I was worried this would eventually come out and was wondering what to do. But this truly is a lifesaver. Who would have thought she'd catch such a rich guy that we don't even need it? That's my daughter.
Don't mess with me! You used the money without permission, and then you're willing to go along with your daughter's lies because it's convenient. What about me? What happens to me, who's been a mother and your wife for 20 years? Am I supposed to be excluded from the wedding and live in the shadows forever?
Okay, let's do this. Sarah, let's say you're a live-in housekeeper. That way we're not completely denying your existence.
What?
Oh, with a housekeeper setting, you might even get invited to the wedding. Well, thank you so much. Thanks to you, Hannah grew up to be a good kid, and I was able to focus on work, and we saved on wedding expenses. I don't know what would have happened without a live-in housekeeper like you.
You can't be serious. Treating a family member you've lived with as a housekeeper. This is getting worse and worse.
But we left the household chores to you, so what you've been doing is essentially the same as being a housekeeper, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
What?
To be honest, marrying you was pretty much for Hannah's sake. As long as someone could take care of the house and look after Hannah, it didn't matter who my wife was.
That's...
Oh, so maybe your role is over now. If Hannah is getting married, we don't need a caretaker anymore. And for household chores, we could hire a real housekeeper. We might as well get divorced.
Divorced?
That way, the single-father household setting becomes real. Man, I'm such a genius to come up with this.
That's enough! I clearly understand what you both think of me now. It seems my 20 years have been a waste of time.
Don't be so dramatic. I'm just being practical here.
Practical? You're betraying 2 decades of marriage and family life for the sake of convenience. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this how little you value our marriage? Our family?
I value practicality. This is a golden opportunity for Hannah. Can't you see that?
All I see is that both of you are perfectly fine discarding me when it's convenient. Maybe I should consider that divorce seriously. Your suggestion revealed how you truly feel about me. I'm just the hired help to you, aren't I?
That's not what I meant. I was just...
Just what? Being honest for once? At least now I know where I stand in this family.
Come on, Sarah, be reasonable. Think about Hannah's future.
I've thought about nothing but Hannah's future for 20 years, but apparently that doesn't count for anything in this family. Hannah, do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Sorry, I'm super busy with wedding preparations, so I don't have time to make for a live-in housekeeper. What? I heard from Dad that he told you he doesn't need you anymore and that you're getting divorced. That's right. After several discussions, we decided to formally divorce, so I'm packing my things to leave the house. That's hilarious! So the divorce is confirmed. I still can't forgive the way you two treated me, but you know, after 20 years together, I still have some affection left towards you. So before the divorce, can I meet with you once? Huh? Why would I meet with someone who's about to be divorced? For me, you're still an important daughter. That's why I have something to talk about regarding your marriage. I've heard some things, and I'm really worried about this marriage. Worried? Don't act like my mother. You're just a housekeeper. Actually, you're fired as of today. A woman who has served her purpose shouldn't interfere with my wedding. Fine, but I hope you won't regret this. I won't. I see. When you say it so clearly, it's quite refreshing. I'm going to create a happy family with him. His family is super rich, so I might even hire a real housekeeper. Then hurry up and get married and go to hell. Huh? What's with you suddenly? Go to hell is such a harsh thing to say. You said you still had some affection for me, right? That completely disappeared just now. I no longer recognize a child who forgets the gratitude for being raised for 20 years. I won't help you no matter what happens to you from now on, because I'm not your mother. I don't really understand, but that's just fine. Just hurry up and divorce Dad. What exactly don't you understand, Hannah? That actions have consequences? That treating people who love you like garbage might come back to haunt you? Whatever. It's not like you're my real mom anyway. You're just someone Dad married because he needed help around the house. Is that what you think? That the last 20 years were just employment? Of course, you were just our housekeeper. I see. Well, thank you for your honesty. It makes what I'm about to do much easier. What are you going to do? I'm simply going to walk away from this toxic relationship and never look back. Good. That's exactly what we want. Bye-bye, Sarah. Enjoy your sad, lonely life while I enjoy my rich husband and fancy new family. We'll see who ends up with the sad life, Hannah. Good luck with your marriage built on lies. I don't need any luck because I already have everything I need. Help me, please, help me. Sarah, get me out of here right now. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Well, I just got back from my honeymoon. The other day I had my wedding and then went straight on a honeymoon, and when I came back, his parents were at the airport for some reason. I was brought to live with them, saying we're going to live together. Oh, is that so? Thank you for dutifully reporting to someone who isn't even your mother. I've never lived with in-laws, but I hear it's tough. Why are you talking about this so casually? This isn't a report, it's an SOS. I'm asking you to help me. Without any discussion, suddenly living together, and they're telling me to do all the housework and caregiving. There's no way I can handle this hellish living situation. Oh, so it includes caregiving after all. So there are grandparents in the house who need intensive care. So you knew everything all along. That's what you were talking about the other day, wasn't it? I wanted to tell the truth to his family, but I didn't want to cancel the wedding because of it. So I investigated whether they were people who would listen calmly. Then I heard rumors that they seemed to be a family with some issues. Apparently, several marriage arrangements have fallen through because of live-in caregiving, but you wouldn't listen to me at all. You should have made me listen more seriously. Then I would have listened, and I wouldn't have gotten married. What? If I had known about this, I would have run away from him. Suddenly starting to live together and being told to do all the housework and caregiving is unacceptable. Moreover, both grandparents have dementia and don't understand what's being said. It's really unacceptable to be told to do all the caregiving and housework. Well, just calm down. You should just bill them for caregiving costs and compensation. After all, you married the wealthy son who is in high demand, right? I already tried that, but they told me I'll be working 365 days a year without even pocket money. They said the wedding ceremony and honeymoon expenses were my compensation. They said they've already paid me in advance. Wow, so that's why they were so generous. No wonder the marriage arrangements have fallen through multiple times. They've calculated precisely how to make sure you can't escape. So please, I need your help to escape from here. They're off guard because they think you don't have anywhere to return to since you're from a single-father household. They don't know that I actually have a mother. That's why now is our chance. Pretend to be a distant relative coming to visit with wedding congratulations. Then get me out of this hellish living situation. Oh my, what a wonderful plan. But too bad, since I'm no longer a mother or a housekeeper, I have no obligation to help you out. What? I've just started living alone and I'm quite busy, so good luck trying to escape on your own. Bye! Wait, please, Sarah, I'm begging you! I know I was awful to you, but I'm desperate! Desperate enough to acknowledge me as your mother now? Yes, you're my mother! You've always been my mother! Please, help me! How convenient that you remember that now. Where was this sentiment when you were planning your wedding? I was stupid and selfish. I was blinded by Ryan's wealth and the promise of an easy life. I didn't think about the consequences. And now you're facing those consequences, just as I warned you. Please, Sarah, I don't have anyone else to turn to. Dad is just useless in this situation. Have you told him about your predicament? Yes, but he just said to stick it out because of how wealthy they are. He doesn't understand how bad it is here. I see. Well, I'm sorry you're in this situation, Hannah, but my answer remains the same. You made your bed. Now lie in it. You can't be serious! You're really going to abandon me here after everything we've been through? Everything we've been through? Like how you abandoned me? How you denied my existence? How you treated me like hired help instead of family? That everything? I'm sorry. I truly am. Please, Sarah. Mom, help me. It's too late for that. I've moved on with my life. I suggest you figure out how to do the same.
Help me, Sarah! At this rate, both Hannah and I will be drowning in debt and end up on the streets!
What?
Actually, just now Hannah came back saying she's getting divorced. Her husband's family also came over, and both families are discussing the divorce.
Really? I'm surprised that she managed to escape on her own and immediately starting divorce talks. That's good, isn't it?
How is any of this good? We're being told to pay $80,000 in cash at once to get divorced. They want us to pay back all the costs for the wedding ceremony and honeymoon. If not, they won't agree to Hannah's divorce, and she'll have to return to living with them right away.
Then just pay it. If your daughter is in trouble, as a parent, you should help her out.
What are you saying? It's $80,000! $80,000!
You have the money you saved for when Hannah gets married, right? If you gather that and your current savings, you should be able to pay about $80,000. Oh, sorry, I forgot that the money you carefully saved was blown on cryptocurrency.
Why are you laughing? This is no laughing matter!
You created this situation yourself, didn't you? You spent the money I had saved up bit by bit, and including that, I took almost everything in the property division, so your savings are almost zero. I'm fine because I have a daughter who married into a wealthy family, you said, and gave me all the cash, didn't you?
Damn it, I never thought this would happen! I thought since Hannah married into a wealthy family, our retirement would be secure! I thought as long as we had a house and car, we'd be fine without savings!
Sorry your bet didn't pay off. Hannah must be having a hard time, too. Having a hard time. But as a parent, you need to do your best for her.
Hey, Sarah, you're Hannah's mother too, right? Even if you're not related by blood, you've lived together as her mother for 20 years. So couldn't you help us in a time like this?
What?
Actually, why don't you just come back to me? With the money I gave you, we should be able to make $80,000. Then Hannah can get a clean divorce, and we can live together as three again. Let's return everything to how it was, all nice and smooth.
Save your dreams for when you're asleep. I have no intention of returning to being a convenient housekeeper. Who would want to be family with you two again?
Wait, you're getting on in years, and being single must be lonely. If things continue like this, you'll end up a pitiful old lady. Old age without a family to rely on is tough.
It's still much better than living with you two. In fact, I'm very happy.
What?
It's good that you have a daughter you can rely on as family, so the two of you should support each other and live happily. Now, if you'll excuse me, goodbye forever.
Sarah, please, I'm desperate here. Hannah won't stop crying, and his family is threatening legal action if we don't pay.
That sounds like a personal problem. Why would I care about the troubles of people who treated me like I was disposable?
I made a mistake, okay? I admit it. I was wrong to suggest the divorce and wrong to go along with Hannah's lie. Just forgive me.
And you were wrong to invest our savings without consulting me, and wrong to treat me like a housekeeper all these years.
Yes, all of that. I was a terrible husband. But please, Sarah, I'm begging you, help us just this once and I'll never bother you again.
You certainly won't bother me again either way. I'm definitely blocking your number after this call.
You can't be serious. After 20 years of marriage, you're just going to abandon us like this?
Like father, like daughter. You both seem to think relationships only matter when they're convenient for you. Now you're learning that's not how it works.
Sarah, please, what can I do to convince you? I'll do anything! Anything!
There's nothing you can do. You've shown me exactly who you are, Tom. Both of you have, and I deserve better than to be your safety net when things go wrong.
But what about all our years together? Don't they count for anything?
They counted for me every single day, but apparently they meant nothing to you when you were ready to discard me for Hannah's wedding scheme.
But people make mistakes! We can definitely fix this!
Some mistakes can't be fixed, Tom. Goodbye. I immediately blocked their contacts. They shouldn't know the address of the apartment where I started living alone, so I'll never have to deal with those two again. As for what happened to them after that, after many discussions, it seems that the groom's side had also hidden the live-in arrangement and caregiving. And our side had hidden the existence of a mother, so it was discovered that both sides had been deceitful. As a result, they agreed to a mutual non-claim for damages. However, they had to pay his family about $40,000, split from the wedding and honeymoon expenses. Hannah and her father seem to be frantically trying to borrow money from relatives and friends. But no one is willing to lend to the two who betrayed 20 years of gratitude. They apparently spend their days yelling at each other. Because of you, I lose contacts every time I call an acquaintance. And I'm losing all my friends too.
Congratulations, Olivia. I heard that you're getting married soon. Huh? Who told you about my marriage? Remember Emma from our middle school club? I just had coffee with her today. That's when I heard about it. Apparently, you and Emma work at the same company, and she told me you're marrying the CEO. I was so surprised. Oh no, did Emma really tell you all that? At this rate, all our middle school friends will know about it.
What's wrong with that? It's great news. If anything, I'm sad I had to hear it from someone else. We're close friends, so you should have told me about your engagement.
I didn't want people to know yet. The whole thing is still being arranged.
That's even more reason to tell your friends. We could help with the planning and preparations.
It's complicated, Sarah. I've been very busy with the engagement and work.
I understand being busy, but it only takes a moment to send a text. Is everything okay with you?
I'm fine. It's just going through a lot of changes right now.
Well, regardless, I'm really happy for you. Are you excited about your marriage? Or a little nervous?
Both, I suppose. It's a significant change in my life.
I can imagine. Anyway, let's meet up soon, just the two of us. Maybe have dinner sometime? We have so much to catch up on, and I want to celebrate your engagement.
Sorry, I appreciate the thought, but I don't need congratulations from poor people, so let's cancel that dinner plan, okay?
What?
You probably heard, but I'm marrying the CEO of my company. That means I'm going to be the CEO's wife. I need to be selective about who I associate from now on, so I won't be having dinner with ordinary people like you anymore.
Wait, Olivia, what are you suddenly saying about poor people and ordinary people? Choosing who to associate with? We've been friends since middle school.
Huh? Friends? Since when did you and I become friends?
What?
Sorry, but I never actually thought of you as a friend. We've known each other since middle school, but that's all. We were never friends, and actually, I always hated you.
What? Hold on, what are you suddenly saying? We were super close in middle school. We ate lunch together, walked to and from school together. We hung out together so many times.
Every moment I spent with you was painful. You didn't even notice that and thought we were close? You're hilarious.
Painful? What are you talking about? Did you really hate me?
Yes, I hated how you always showed off how privileged you were. You were always looking down on me for being from a single-father household.
What?
Every day, you insensitively ate your mother-made lunchboxes right in front of me. And on the way home, you always stopped at convenience stores. You were just flaunting your wealth to me, a poor girl from a single-father household.
I never meant it that way. Besides, you were always the one who suggested stopping at convenience stores. I was actually worried about your allowance, remember? Yet you always said you were fine and bought tons of stuff.
When a classmate asks if your allowance is okay, you have to say you're fine. You have to keep up appearances and buy unnecessary things. You couldn't even read the room, and that's why I hated you.
What?
I was always barely getting by with my allowance. By the end of the month, I had to secretly take money from Dad's wallet. I hated you for making me do that.
That has nothing to do with me. You're just taking your frustrations out on me.
Shut up! The fact is, I had bad experiences because of you, but finally, our positions are reversed now. I'm going from a poor single-father household to becoming a CEO's wife.
Olivia.
I'm entering a different social circle now. I need to be mindful of appearances.
I don't even know what to say. This doesn't sound like you at all.
Maybe you never really knew me. People change, Sarah. I'm moving up in the world.
Moving up doesn't mean leaving your friends behind. We've known each other for years.
And now our paths are diverging. That's life.
I can't believe this.
And unlike me, Sarah, you're still not even married. And you're still working as a clerk at that small company? What a dull life.
My job and private life have nothing to do with this.
You're just saying that because you're frustrated you lost to me. But now you understand, right? There's an enormous gap between you and me now. So stop pretending to be my friend for the rest of your life.
I don't recognize you anymore, Olivia. What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me. I just don't need to pretend anymore.
Pretend? You know that we've shared so many moments together.
That was all fake. I just played along because it was convenient at the time.
Well, I don't believe that. No one could fake a friendship for that many years.
Believe what you want. It doesn't change the fact that we're now in completely different leagues.
Is this really about your fiancé's money? Do you really think wealth determines a person's worth?
Of course it does. Money means power, influence, and respect. Those things I never had growing up, which I always wanted.
And what about your dad? He worked so hard to raise you on his own. Does his ordinary status embarrass you too now?
Hey, don't bring my father into this. He's different.
Tell me, how is he different? By your new standards, wouldn't he be just another poor person?
That's not the same. He's family.
And we were like family too. At least I thought we were.
Well, you thought wrong. And now I'm creating my own new family. One with status and connections.
But I think you're making a huge mistake pushing away people who genuinely care about you.
Care about me? You just wanted to feel superior by befriending the poor girl with no mother.
That's absolutely not true. I liked spending time with you because you were funny, smart, and kind. Or at least you used to be.
Whatever. I don't need your approval anymore. I'm moving up in the world while you stay stuck in mediocrity.
If moving up means becoming this cruel and shallow, I'd rather stay where I am.
Your choice. Enjoy your ordinary life with your ordinary friends. I've got a gorgeous wedding to plan.
Fine. I genuinely hope you find what you're looking for, Olivia. But I think you'll discover that money doesn't buy happiness or true connection.
So cliche. That's exactly what poor people say to make themselves feel better about their miserable lives.
I'm done with this conversation. Good luck with everything.
I don't need luck when I have money and status on my side. Goodbye, Sarah.
It's been a while, Sarah. How have you been doing?
Mr. Wilson, it's been so long. How have you been?
Well, as you've probably heard, Olivia's engagement has been decided. I'm doing well thanks to that.
Congratulations on the engagement. Seems like she found a wonderful person.
Yes, he's a wonderful young man. That's why I'm really looking forward to the wedding. But Sarah, would you reconsider declining the wedding invitation?
Huh?
I heard from Olivia. Seems like you can't come due to work. But is there any way you could adjust your schedule to come?
Declining due to work. Did Olivia actually tell you that?
Yes, she did. But you and Olivia were such good friends, weren't you? I think she'd be really happy if you could come.
I wonder about that.
What are you saying? Of course she would. My daughter Olivia has always struggled with social interactions and doesn't have many friends. As her father, I'm grateful to you for being her friend all these years. I know it's selfish of me, but I want my daughter to have a wonderful wedding. I want her to be celebrated by all her wonderful friends.
Mr. Wilson.
So please, could you try to adjust your work schedule? I know it's a selfish request, but I'd like you to reconsider.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Just the fact that you're considering it means a lot to me.
For you, Mr. Wilson, I'll give it a try. You've always been kind to me.
I appreciate that. You've always been like family to us, Sarah.
I treasure those memories with your family too, so I'll reconsider about attending the wedding.
Thank you, Sarah. You've always been so thoughtful. Olivia and I will look forward to your reply.
Yeah. It makes no sense that you're here when I didn't invite you. We didn't invite any poor people to today's wedding.
Today's wedding is even more impressive than I expected. It's so luxurious that I feel intimidated. As expected from a wedding with a CEO, the scale is different.
Are you listening to me? You weren't invited to today's ceremony. How did you even get in without an invitation?
That's rude. I do have a proper invitation.
Huh? But I didn't send you an invitation, and you still claim to have one. Are you stupid?
I actually have an invitation from the groom, so please stop calling me stupid because of your misunderstanding. It's just unpleasant.
You're lying. Did you forge an invitation just to attend this luxurious wedding? And you're even lying that you got it from the groom since you knew you couldn't get one from me. I'm starting to laugh at the desperate efforts of a poor person.
Huh?
Did you think you'd be forgiven if you somehow snuck into the venue? Did you think we'd be friendly like in middle or high school? Sorry, but I have no such intention. I plan to cut ties with all uncultured poor people with this marriage.
So you're saying I'm an uncultured poor person?
That's right! So disappear from my sight right now! It's unacceptable for a poor person to appear before me, the CEO's wife. Only rich people are invited to my wedding, so just go home quickly.
But I was actually invited by the CEO.
What? You mean my husband?
I'm here with a legitimate invitation. If you still want to kick me out, are you prepared for the consequences? If you kick me out for being a poor, uncultured person, you'll be embarrassing the groom who invited me.
Huh? I don't understand at all. Why would you be invited by him? My groom is the CEO of a major corporation. There's no way he'd invite an ordinary person like you. He should have no connections with you.
Well, apparently I do.
Wait, did you somehow trick him? Did you pretend to be someone important to get an invitation? That's so pathetic.
I didn't need to trick anyone. I was personally invited.
What? This makes no sense. Why would my fiancé invite someone I've never mentioned to him?
Maybe because he knows me independently of you?
That's impossible. He doesn't associate with ordinary people. He's in an entirely different social circle.
People aren't always what they seem, Olivia. Sometimes there are connections you don't know about.
Stop being cryptic and explain yourself. How do you know my fiancé?
Actually, I'm the CEO's cousin.
What?
We're relatives. That's why I could confidently enter this luxurious venue. There's a seat properly prepared for me in the groom's family section.
Wait a minute. What? So you're actually his cousin? I've never heard anything about this.
My mother's brother married into the corporate family. Their child is my cousin, your groom. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask him directly? We're close in age, and we played together quite a bit when we were little.
What? So you're related to the corporation family? Why didn't you tell me about something so important? There were plenty of opportunities to tell me in middle school and high school.
What's the right time to tell a friend about your relatives? Besides, as I just said, my uncle just married into the family. Our household is almost completely unrelated to the great corporation. It's not something worth bragging about, is it?
But I was working at his company, and so was our classmate Emma. You knew about this, so you could have at least told us that it was your cousin's company.
Were you listening to me? If our family was the main branch of the corporation, that would be one thing, but my uncle just married in. My uncle and cousin's company has nothing to do with our family. There was absolutely no reason to tell my friends about that.
That might be true, but still.
Besides, would you have believed me? You might have thought I was making it up just to impress you.
Of course I would have believed you. We were...
Friends? I thought so too, until recently. You're the one who decided that.
This is just... I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. I just came today because of Mr. Wilson's request, but it seems like you didn't want me to come, so I'll just quietly leave now.
Huh? Mr. Wilson? Do you mean...
Yes, your dad. You probably didn't know about this, but your father personally asked me to come. He said he wanted to see his precious daughter being celebrated by her friends on her wedding day. That's why he specially asked me to come.
Really? He asked you directly?
He seemed to completely believe your casual lie. He sincerely asked me to try and make my work schedule work. That's why I came to the wedding as a groom's relative, but also to celebrate you. Even though I was pretty annoyed about your attitude, I came all the way to congratulate you.
No way! Dad did that for me?
But you don't want to be congratulated by me anyway, and it seems like none of our other classmates were invited either. You don't want to be congratulated by poor friends. I finally get it. Well, in that case, I'll gracefully leave.
Ah!
Enjoy your wedding with only the rich people who passed your screening. I'll just say goodbye to Mr. Wilson, and then I'm leaving.
Sarah, I'm so sorry about my foolish daughter. I had no idea Olivia didn't want to invite you, and for such a ridiculous reason.
Mr. Wilson, you don't need to apologize.
No, this is partly my responsibility. I didn't realize she had become so twisted. It must be because of my poor parenting. I tried my best as a single father, but I guess I was just a terrible father.
That's not true. You're a wonderful father, Mr. Wilson. I know because I was with Olivia throughout middle and high school. I've noticed the lunchboxes you made for Olivia always had her favorite dishes. You've always cared so much about her.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your kind words, but I still feel apologetic, so please let me formally apologize to you another day. You must have been hurt by those harsh words from Olivia.
No, I'm okay, but thank you for your consideration. Then I look forward to meeting you sometime later. But for today, please just focus on celebrating Olivia's wedding. This is her big day, and I'm sure Olivia wants your celebration more than anyone else's.
No, a failure of a father like me doesn't deserve to be at the wedding. That's why I'm about to leave the venue now.
What? You're leaving too, Mr. Wilson? But you shouldn't.
I raised a daughter who doesn't value her friends. I can't continue to stay at the wedding with these feelings. Besides, Olivia has decided to only associate with rich people, right? Then I'm probably just a nuisance to her now.
No. That's way too negative, Mr. Wilson. You're an important father to Olivia. There's no way she'd think of you as a nuisance. She cares about you so much.
I hope so, but I'm not confident. Besides, I want to go apologize at my late wife's grave soon. I want to say sorry for being a failure of a father who couldn't raise our child properly.
That's...
Well, I'll contact you later for a proper apology. I'm truly sorry about all of this.
You have nothing to apologize for, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Sarah. You've always been such a good friend to my daughter. I wish she could see that.
What should I do, Sarah? Dad actually left the venue. He said he couldn't feel like celebrating my wedding. He said he doesn't know a daughter who would abandon her longtime friends.
Wow, so he really left. But there's nothing we can do now, so try to enjoy your wedding. It's such a luxurious wedding after all.
How can I enjoy it? The bride's father has left. My fiancé and his parents are in a panic, asking what happened. They're saying we should cancel the wedding in this situation.
Oh, that's serious.
They're asking me what happened, but I can't tell them. I can't possibly say that I kicked out a friend for being poor, and that she turned out to be the groom's cousin, and that my dad got angry about it. I can't say that. I've been acting so sweet in front of him.
Looks like it's time for your true colors to show.
Please, Sarah, you've got to help me. My whole future is falling apart.
What exactly do you expect me to do?
Can you go find my dad and bring him back, please?
You think he'll listen to me? He's deeply hurt because of you, Olivia.
He respects you. He always has. Maybe if you talk to him, he might change his mind.
This is your mess to fix, not mine.
I know that, but I'm begging you. I'll do anything.
Anything? Even admit to your fiancé what you said about me and your other friends?
That would actually ruin everything.
Then there's nothing I can do for you.
Please come back right now. If you come back, I'm sure Dad will come back too. Then maybe the wedding can still proceed somehow. I don't want to miss this chance to marry into wealth.
You were the one who kicked me out first. It's too convenient to ask me to come back now.
That's true, but can't you do it as a favor for a friend? Can't you just help me?
Huh? Friends? Who's friends with whom? Since when were we friends?
Huh?
I thought we were friends since middle school, but that's not right. Olivia never once thought of me as a friend, right? So how can you suddenly say a favor for a friend? That's rich coming from you.
That's,
Also, I've never been good at reading the room, right? So this time, I'll read the room for you. Don't worry. I understand what you're thinking now, so I won't go to the venue.
What?
I enjoyed being with you since middle school, but it was painful for you. Having lunch with me was an unpleasant time, and although you always invited me to the convenience store, you actually wanted me to decline. So this time, when you say come to the venue, you actually mean don't come, right? I'm finally starting to understand what you've been trying to say.
No, that's not it, Sarah. This time I really want you to come. That's my true feeling.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I won't be fooled anymore, so I'll just stay quietly at home. I'll give my wedding gift to my cousin later.
I don't even need a wedding gift. I just need you and my father to come back to the venue. Please, Sarah.
But like you said, I'm just a poor, uncultured person. I'd only bring down the atmosphere of your luxurious wedding.
No, I was wrong. I didn't mean any of that. I was just caught up in everything.
People don't say things they don't mean, Olivia. They say things they're afraid to admit under normal circumstances.
That's not true. I was just trying to distance myself from my past because I was insecure.
Insecure? About what?
About not being good enough for him and his family. About coming from a single-parent household without much money.
So you lashed out at others who reminded you of your insecurities?
Yes. No. I don't know. Please, I'm desperate here.
I can see that, but honestly, if your relationship can't withstand this setback, maybe it's not meant to be.
How can you say that? You don't understand what this marriage means to me.
I understand perfectly. You're more concerned about marrying into wealth than about the people who've cared about you all along.
That's not fair!
Neither was how you treated me and your other friends. Neither was how you spoke about your father, who sacrificed everything to raise you.
I know I messed up. I know that now. Please help me fix this.
It's too late, Olivia. There's nothing I can do.
Sarah, please, don't do this to me.
No, you did this to yourself, Olivia. Maybe it's time you learned that actions have consequences.
I'll change. I promise I'll be better.
Some lessons have to be learned the hard way. This might be yours.
Sarah.
Anyway, good luck with your luxurious ceremony, and enjoy your life as a wealthy CEO's wife. We're not friends, but as a classmate since middle school, I truly do hope you find happiness someday, but not at the expense of others. Goodbye, Olivia. Since the bride's father didn't return, the wedding was temporarily canceled. Afterward, the two families had a discussion, and Mr. Wilson explained to the groom's side as, I felt unworthy to participate in the wedding after raising a daughter who would abandon her friends for a wealthy marriage. That led to all of the harsh words toward me coming to light. As a result, the groom told Olivia, it seems like the woman I thought you were is different from who you actually are, and the marriage was called off. And Mr. Wilson also declared to Olivia, I'm sorry I couldn't raise you to be a decent person. I'm not worthy to be your father, so please forget about me. Let's each live our own lives from now on. Well, this is typical behavior from the serious Mr. Wilson. Olivia collapsed to her knees and cried her heart out at losing her beloved dad. It was an even bigger shock than the wedding being called off, and I heard that she quit her job and has been living a sad, lonely life ever since.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.